At 6 a.m., the alarm screamed into the darkness, and before his hand could reach out to silence it, the voices came. "It's too early. It's too dark. Your body is sore. Stay in bed. Just 5 more minutes. Hit snooze." These were the familiar voices Michael had heard every morning of his life. Voices of comfort, fear, doubt, and the soft poison of laziness. And like every morning before, his muscles argued back, refusing to move, pretending they didn't hear his brain telling them to rise. But this time, something changed. Today, Michael didn't listen to the tired chorus inside his head. He listened to one voice, a smaller voice, a quieter voice, a voice called defiance. And that voice reminded him of something important. "There was a reason you set that alarm." Michael opened his eyes, sat up, planted his feet on the cold floor, and he whispered the words that would change everything. "Not today." Today was not the day he would surrender to the easy path. Today was not the day he would negotiate with weakness. Today was not the day he let his old habits win. Today was day 1. Michael stepped outside. The world was still half asleep, the streets empty, the cold sharp, his breath visible. But as he ran, he realized something. Every step forward was a choice. Every choice was a fight between the hard way and the easy way. And the easy way, oh, it was always there, waiting, inviting, promising comfort, promising safety, promising the same results he'd been living with for years. But Michael had turned his back on comfort. He was running upstream now, and there was no turning back. Behind him, he could feel something breathing down his neck. His fears, his doubts, his insecurities. They chased him like predators hungry for weakness. But Michael didn't slow down because he remembered something. Those fears weren't invincible. They were only loud. Later that day, Michael returned home exhausted. He wanted to quit. He wanted to give up. His mind tried to convince him it was pointless, that others were stronger, smarter, more talented. But then he heard another voice, the voice of his late father, a voice that once told him, "People are rewarded in public for what they practice for years in private." For the first time in years, Michael understood. He wasn't fighting the world. He wasn't fighting bad luck. He wasn't fighting his circumstances. He was fighting the enemy within. The version of himself that settled, that quit early, that blamed everything around him instead of fixing what was inside. And Michael decided that version of him had to die today. The next weeks were brutal. Early mornings, late nights, failures, setbacks, moments where he thought he was moving backward, moments where he questioned everything. But he kept going, because he knew something most people forget. Momentum is a cruel mistress. One mistake can stop you, but one step forward can restart everything. He trained harder, read more, worked smarter, cut out excuses, cut out people who drained him, cut out every habit that didn't push him forward. And slowly, something inside Michael shifted. He became hungrier, more disciplined, more dangerous. He became someone who didn't wait for permission, someone who didn't wait for the perfect moment, someone who didn't rely on luck. Because he realized, luck is the wish of the unprepared. Sweat is the weapon of the unstoppable. One night, on his way home, Michael witnessed a fight break out near a club. Things escalated. Chaos everywhere. Police arrived. A misunderstanding placed Michael under suspicion. Wrong place, wrong time. For a moment he thought, is this how the world stops me? But instead of breaking him, It awakened him. Locked in a holding room, his mind repeated one line over and over. "Can you hear me now?" The voice of his spirit. The voice of resilience. The voice of the part of him that refused to be defeated no matter the circumstance. When he was cleared and released, Michael walked out with a new fire in his eyes, a fire that whispered, "I will prove who I am, not to the world, but to the man in the mirror." Months passed. Michael became unrecognizable, stronger, focused, disciplined, clear-minded, purpose-driven. He built a business, improved his relationships, transformed his body, transformed his habits, transformed his entire mindset. People asked him, "How did you do it?" Michael only smiled and said, "I stopped waiting to feel ready. I stopped waiting for someone to save me. I changed my mind, and my life followed." Because he finally understood a truth people live their entire lives without realizing. You can change your job, your friends, your location, your clothes, your appearance. But if you don't change your mind, nothing changes at all. Standing on a stage years later, Michael delivered the message that carried him from rock bottom to greatness. Your time is limited. Stop wasting it. Stop waiting. Stop hesitating. The door won't open until you knock. The path won't appear until you move. The dream won't come closer unless you chase it. Don't let your comfort zone bury your calling. Don't let your fears talk you out of your future. Don't let your doubts stop you from becoming who you were born to be. Rise and grind. Rise and fight. Rise and become. Because the world doesn't change when you want it to. It changes the moment you decide to. Then he paused, smiled, and whispered the same words he whispered on day one. Rise and shine. Your new life is waiting.